This video was brought to you by Hunt-A-Killer. Go to huntakiller.com/solo and use code SOLO at checkout to get 20% off your first box. What is going on, Solo fam? My name is John Solo, and I'm coming at you with a second video this week because I want to talk a little about the murder mystery box, Hunt-A-Killer. Wait, did you say murder mystery box? There's no way that's not cool as f. You got that right, Solo fam. If you saw last week's episode of Messed Up Origins about the Tinderbox, you probably remember me mentioning Hunt-A-Killer. Every month they immerse you deeper into a fictional murder investigation where you analyze evidence, hunt for clues, and solve puzzles that bring you closer to catching the killer and closing the case. That was a lot of alliteration. As you all know, I don't do a lot of dedicated sponsored content like this, and I'm also pretty skeptical of most mystery boxes. It's just that in my experience, those boxes are usually filled with about 75% stuff I don't like or care about, and 25% stuff that makes me go, oh, before putting it on a shelf to collect dust. The reason I like Hunt-A-Killer so much though is they're delivering an experience, specifically a story that you get to feel like you're a part of. Also, the knickknacks they include in their boxes are all really cool and things I actually want to use and have just refrained from using so they would look nice in this video. Not to mention they also serve a purpose and function as clues for the investigation. So for those curious, the way Hunt-A-Killer works is the investigation is broken down into 6 episodes and you get a new box filled with clues every month for 6 months. Don't worry though, if you can't wait that long between episodes, which I don't think I would have been able to, you can get them expedited. Then after that case is closed, the next one starts up and you're immersed in another brand new story. The clues they send you can include autopsy photos, witness statements, toxicology reports, audio and video recordings. They really go all out to make you feel like this fictional murder is anything but. Your role in this specific investigation is that of an outside consultant to private investigator Michelle Gray. She's looking into the murder of Charles McDonough, a pharmacist in Chestnut Falls, Illinois. Michelle was classmates with Charles back in high school, and he was actually killed on the night of their high school reunion. In her first letter, she gives you a rundown of the case, who the suspects are, and some witness statements to give you context for the night's events. You're also given a map of the town, a timeline for you to piece together the movements of your suspects on the night of the murder, and what I think is the coolest thing, she gives you access to a virtual desktop where you'll find even more resources to help in the investigation. That desktop also links you to some cocktail recipes and a late night murder investigation playlist in case you and your co-detective want to get a little wild. What's also cool is that unlike most forms of entertainment nowadays, you don't have to be staring at a screen the entire time you're sleuthing. You can build your own murder investigation board or buy an official kit from the folks at Hunt-A-Killer that comes with everything you need to help you really visualize the case. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail about the murder Lauren and I solved because I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll give you a rundown of how we got started and our overall experience with it. First, we looked into the witness statements that Michelle Gray sent to us and started piecing together the events on the night of the murder. Some of the statements are a little suspicious, some you can tell the people are just nervous, and some were like, I didn't even know the dude. Can I leave now? Lauren then went through the yearbook that came with the episode and found each of the suspects' high school photos so we could connect names to the faces. Good idea, right? Then we used the map to mark the whereabouts of the suspects at various times and did our best to place the location of the murder. In the second episode, we were given access to their investigation software, Deviant Tracker, which is where you'll find the video and audio evidence. For example, we got to hear the 911 call from the character who found Charles's body, which was really cool and also really dark. In later episodes, we also used that software to analyze security cam footage and decipher a code that 2 suspects were using to communicate. They really pulled out all the stops on this one. Over the course of the 6 episodes, we eliminated the suspects one by one, either because they had no motive or because they had an alibi that checked out, and by the end, we were down to 2. She thought it was one person, I thought it was another. We went back and forth for a while making our cases, and while I don't necessarily want to admit this, we submitted Lauren's answer, and she was right. Guess who still hasn't heard the end of that one? Now, I do want to reiterate that while this is fun to do with friends, you can definitely solve the case on your own. But if you do find yourself struggling, you can go to the online message boards where there's a friendly community of detectives who all want to help each other. We actually had to go there once because we knew we found the right answer to this riddle, but didn't know exactly how to format it so the software would accept it, and we got help right away. Solo fam, if you're looking for a new and unique way to experience a story that you're not going to find anywhere else, I can't can't recommend Hunt a Killer enough. It's really fun, it's messed up, and it's about as authentic as you can get without anyone actually being killed. If you want to try them out yourself and get 20% off your first box, go to huntakiller.com/solo and use coupon code SOLO at checkout. Not only will it save you money, but it's a way for you to support the show and get a little something extra in return. Then, if you want to fill me in on your experience solving the murder of Charles McDonough, send a message to SoloFamMail@gmail.com because I would love to read about it and compare it to my own. And I think that'll do it for today's video. One last time, I want to say thanks to Hunt a Killer for the sponsorship these past 2 weeks, and thanks to you for watching. I'll be seeing you all soon with more of the messed up content that you know and love. Until then, my name is John Solo, and remember, John shot first.